There has been widespread criticism across the country after India illustrated Nepal's Kalapani region in its political map as its own territory last week. Since then, there have been debates in broad spectrum regarding the claims of India, which the government of Nepal and the people at large have refused to accept. And the debate has now found its place in Wikipedia's page on Kalapani as well. Good morning, I'm Amit Bakurel, and these are the top stories of this hour. Rashtriya Bank Bank waives almost 19 billion rupees from Piyush Amate's loan and makes preparations to waive almost 4 billion from Chandi Thakal's loan amount. Kalapani debate shifts to Wikipedia. Nepalese and Indian users actively engaged with the page. Colleges affiliated to international universities charging up to 200 and trophy of Emerging Teams Cup to be held in Bangladesh unveiled. Nepal playing its first match of the tournament against India. The government-owned banks are preparing to waive the interest on the loans of banks listed on the blacklisted defaulters who are intentionally not clearing their loans. The Rashtriya Bank that gave director of Pokhara's Phulbari Resort, Piyush Amate, a waiver of 18.69 billion rupees from his loan amount, is now making preparations to give former president of Federation of Nepalese Chamber of Commerce and Industries, Chandiraj Thakal, a waiver of 3.75 billion rupees. Chandiraj Thakal had taken a loan of 315.6 million rupees 16 years ago to establish a garment factory. However, Thakal has not even paid any interest on the loan, let alone the principal, citing that he could not operate the factory. Thakal now owes the bank 4.25 billion rupees, out of which 850 million rupees is the general interest incurred, 90 million rupees in the penalty, and 3 billion rupees is the compound interest. Compound interest is the additional interest incurred while not paying the interest on time. The bank is making preparations to waive the compound interest and the penalty amount for Thakal, while it is also reconsidering to waive the general interest as well. If this is done, the bank will lose an amount of 3.75 billion rupees. According to bank officials, this kind of waiver had been granted to other businessmen as well in the past. Last month, the bank had collected 4 billion rupees from director of Pokhara's Phulbari Resort, Piyush Amate, and only 550 million rupees from Birendra Kannodia, who had not paid off the loan of 240 million rupees taken 54 years back and relieved them from their loans. There has been widespread criticism across the country after India included Kalapani region in its map last week. Since then, there has been debates in broad spectrum regarding the claims of India, and the debate has now found its place in Wikipedia's page on Kalapani. The page on Kalapani was created in 2010. Since then, it has been viewed 100,000 times, edited 59 times, and new informations have been added 127 times. The page, which is now protected from editing, states that Kalapani is under the Indian administration as part of Pithagraph district in the Uttarakhand state. It further reads that the territory is disputed between both the nations, with Nepal claiming it to be part of Darsula district of Sudar Pasim province. But despite the claims, Kalapani is controlled by India's Indo-Tibetan border police since the 1962 border war with China. Wikipedia is the world's largest and the most preferred website for internet users to search information on a range of issues. The website has more than 40 million contents in 301 different languages. Since the Kalapani dispute came to the fore, users from both India and Nepal have been feeding information to the platform. Wikipedia is the world's largest and the most preferred website for internet users to search information on a range of issues. With limited number of Nepalese internet users providing information on Wikipedia, the available information support India's claim. Experts say that being the most referred site, Nepalese users should help to feed the page with any available information they have on Kalapani. And time now for a short break. For more news, do stay with us. Welcome back after the break. More than 2,700 students are currently studying in undergraduate and graduate courses in Islington College, which is affiliated with the London Metropolis University. This year, more than 1,000 students enrolled in undergraduate programs in Information Technology and Bachelor's of Business Administration (BBA) at the college. The student size is 10 times higher than what colleges affiliated with the country's universities are allowed to enroll in an academic year. The Ministry of Education has been granting permission to colleges to run courses affiliated with international universities. However, without monitoring mechanisms, private colleges affiliated with foreign universities have been found to have staffed up to 90 students inside a class while charging fees up to 200% more than the set standards.
तिनीहरूले चाहिँ कोटा नलगाउनु पर्ने या कोटा भए पनि एउटा विषयमा यसो एउटा शब्द चेन्ज गरेर आएपछि तुरुन्त उनीहरूलाई समाधान दिइहाल्ने या कोटा थप दिइहाल्नुपर्छ कोटा दिनका लागि कुनै कुराको बेरियर नहुने भने हाम्रो युनिभर्सिटीहरू जो स्वदेशमै सञ्चालित विद्यालयहरू कलेजहरू छन् तिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ कोटा सिस्टम लागू गर्ने कमन ट्रिट हुनु पर्यो क्या सबैलाई स्वदेशमा या विदेशमा भएकालाई एउटै.
This is in stark contrast to the limitations on both seat size and fee structures that the country's university apply to its affiliated colleges in courses such as Bachelor's of Business Administration, Hotel Management and Information Technology, among others. The restriction is seen as a measure to ensure quality education and a countermeasure to make sure that colleges do not run classes as means to earn money. The Ruben, Purvanchal and Pokhara universities have prohibited its affiliated colleges to enroll more than 99 students in BBA Bachelors of Information Management and Hotel Management, among others. The law limits seat size to 33 students to ensure quality education. It's time now for the international update. Former Bolivian President Evo Morales has arrived in Mexico City, saying he asked for asylum because his life was in danger. Morales resigned on Sunday after weeks of protest over a disputed presidential election result. The Mexican jet carrying him landed at an airport in Mexico City, where he gave a brief news conference. Morales said he was forced to stand down but did so willingly so there would be no more bloodshed. The left-wing leader said he and the Bolivian government were very grateful to Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador, whom he credited with saving his life. Morales, a former cocoa farmer who was first elected in 2006, the country's first leader from the indigenous community. He has won plaudits from fighting poverty and improving Bolivia's economy, but through controversy by defying constitutional limits to run for a fourth term in October's election. The poll is alleged to have been rife with irregularities. And time now for another short break. For more news, do stay with us. In our Public Voice segment, we asked the residents of Palpa district what should be done to upgrade and manage the Provincial Darbar Museum. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
विकास समिति वा प्रदेशले तोकेको आधिकारिक संस्था बनाइदिनु पर्यो. तेस्रो कुरामा चाहिँ यसमा अहिले छुट्टिएको बजेट छ, त्यो बजेटलाई ठिक ढंगले परिचालन गर्नु पर्यो.
राजाका पालामा भएका रानीले चलाएका त्यसका चाहिँ भाइ भारदार अरूले चलाएका सरसामानहरूलाई कृत्रिम रूपमा भए पनि यसरी चलाएको थियो यी सामानहरू यो हुन् भनेर राख्नको निम्ति चाहिँ नै यो भ्रमण वर्ष 2020 ले यो पाल्पा दरबारलाई चाहिँ नै प्रेरणा मिल्यो.
यसलाई व्यवस्थापन तथा सञ्चालन एउटा बोर्ड बनाउने अनि त्यो बोर्डको अन्डरमा यसलाई चाहिँ परिचालन गर्ने सञ्चालन गर्ने
पुरातात्विक एउटा मेटेरियल्सहरू प्रयोग गरेर चाहिँ बनाउन जरुरी छ.
पाल्पा जिल्लामा आउने र यो दरबारमा आउनका लागि चाहिँ हामीले त्यो ढंगको आकर्षित एउटा योजना मास्टर प्लान बनाएर अगाडि बढ्नुपर्छ.
It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, what you say on relieving the loan taken by businessmen who intentionally do not clear the loan taken to establish industries? And also to A, effective power, B, financial irregularities, and C, encouraging industries. The voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Now the sports update.
Sports news.
Trophy of the 4th edition of the Emerging Teams Cup, slated to be held in Bangladesh starting tomorrow, has been unveiled. Captains of all the participating 8 nations, including Nepalese keeper Gyanendra Malla, were present at the trophy unveiling ceremony held at Bangladesh's capital Dhaka last night. This is the first formal tournament to be played by the Nepalese squad after Gyanendra Malla took hold of the captaincy. The members of the 5 test-playing nations and 3 associates have been divided into 2 groups in the tournament. The Group B comprises Nepal along with India, Bangladesh and Hong Kong, while the defending champions Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Pakistan and Oman are in the Group A. Nepal will be playing against India in the first match of the tournament tomorrow. Liverpool's Mo Salah will sit out of Egypt's toe fixtures over the international break due to an ankle injury that he re-aggravated against Manchester City on Sunday. The 27-year-old originally picked up the injury against Leicester in October, causing him to sit out the Premier League draw with Manchester United at Old Trafford. He has since returned to the team, but the problem has continued to bother him, and a challenge from Man City's Bernardino left him in serious pain. Salah was felled by the Brazilian in the first half and played on until he was substituted in the 87th minute, but he is clearly not at full fitness. Egypt play Kenya on Thursday before going to Comoros on Monday, both in qualifiers for the Africa Cup of Nations. And before we wrap up, a reminder of the top stories. Rashtriya Vanijya Bank waives almost 19 billion rupees from Piyush Amate's loan and makes preparations to waive almost 4 billion from Sandy Thakal's loan amount. Kalapani debate shifts to Wikipedia. Nepalese and Indian users actively engaged with the page. Former Bolivian President Evo Morales arrives in Mexico City saying he asked for asylum because his life was in danger. And trophy of the Emerging Teams Cup to be held in Bangladesh unveiled. Nepal playing its first match of the tournament against India. And that's all for this hour. Keep watching Kantipur Television SD for more news and entertainment. Have a good day.